very hearty and prosperous good day to all of you, and welcome to this, the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. That's finals day here. It's a final between Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by Betbrick 7, and they up against the home team here, Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777. It's glorious day here in Cape Town, and we've reached the final. And it's been an absolutely fantastic tournament so far. And with me here, as always, is Adams and Zahir, just looking at all these men warming up. What's your take? What's your anticipation going into this final?
We expect at the Golf Ticket Cape Town Cricket League T10. But we've witnessed some entertaining, some exhilarating cricket. And it now comes down to the final showpiece.
And we're going to go now to the pitch report and the toss and see the outcomes of those earlier today. And good morning and welcome here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. We've reached final day. It is the final of finals. We have Durbanville Cricket Club. They are going to be here. They're going to be fighting out against Bellville Cricket Club, the team that have fought their way through to get to this final. And what a final it tends to be. I'm really excited, looking forward to this. Conditions here, glorious day again here in Cape Town. The sun is out, not a cloud in sight once again. No breath of wind. The wind might be blowing at Newlands, Cape Town, but here at Durbanville, it is not blowing at all. So conditions are fine. Only thing that they got to really think about, the outfield again with that early start. There is a little bit of dew on it. So you got to have to take into consideration whether you want to bowl with a nice wet ball, or when we look at this pitch, are you going to be bold enough to bat first on it? Let's have a look at it. This pitch, as always, throughout this tournament, it has been very, very good. Really good covering of glass, very, very firm. However, we're going to come to this end here. And again, we're talking about a little bit of grip, maybe a little bit of turn, maybe even a little bit of bounce for the spinners bowling from the golf course in. When we go closer to the golf course side here, the pitch seems to have a little bit more grass on. And when I put my nails in it, my nails seem to go in it, which suggests there's a little bit of moisture in it. Now then, Bellville have always, whenever they've won the toss, they've elected to bowl. Durbanville, they've taken it a little bit further. They've batted first sometimes, or they've bowled. So they've got a good blend. But I still feel the team that's going to win the toss, they might bowl. So let's go over to that all-important toss. And this is the final of the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. Good morning and welcome to this all-important toss of this. The Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. It's the final of finals. We're here to see the final between Durbanville Cricket Club. They are sponsored by World 777. And with them, we've got Bellville Cricket Club. They're sponsored by Betbrick 7. It's the Battle of the North here. And it's going to be Ruben Senecal. He's going to toss the coin. And it's going to be Cody to call. Tails is a call. Heads it is. So Ruben Senecal, if you can come this way, you've won the toss. And what have you elected to do?
We're going to have a bowl first, Eugene.
Just give us some thoughts about that, because you guys have batted and bowled first. You sort of mixing it up, playing in a big final. What's your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, we've taken it game by game, assessed the conditions, the situation, our team, the opponents, and we feel like today, with them being a strong chasing side, bowling first is not a bad option. So yeah, hopefully it goes in our favour.
You guys have really set the tone in this competition, just losing the ones to Rondebosch Cricket Club earlier in the league stages. But, however, you're here now in a final. What's your thoughts on going into this final, just in terms of from your team?
No, look, once you get to the final, it doesn't matter if you won 13 games in a row in the groups or if you just barely scraped by. It's a fair game on the day. Anybody can win. Bellville's definitely not a side that we're taking lightly. They showed they've got good players under pressure, beating Rondebosch, who were favourites in the tournament. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a good game of cricket.
Any changes to your team going into this final?
We've got Fritz de Beer coming in today, and then Luther Smith, who was keeping for us before he's out.
Listen, go well. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cody, lost the toss. You're going to have a bat first. Surely, it shouldn't matter for you. I think being here in the final is a great achievement on its own already.
Definitely. Obviously was looking to have a ball first, but not too upset to bat first on this deck.
Yeah, we've seen teams really set, if they can get a good score of 100 plus, they put the team under pressure. That should be the first benchmark.
That's the thing, eh? If we can put Durbanville early under pressure, I think we could take this one.
The Battle of the North, this has been dubbed here. Surely you guys are looking forward to it. It's the final here.
Definitely looking forward to playing against the likes of Durbanville, all our mates over here, so it's going to be a nice competitive battle.
Any changes to your team?
We're bringing Cammy in and Kai is out.
Okay, listen, go all the best here today.
Thank you.
There's the news from the toss, where Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777, they've elected to bowl first against their counterpart here, Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. And that was the result at the toss there, where Durbanville Cricket Club, as you can see, they have won the toss and elected to have a bowl. And that is no surprise to me, looking at the conditions in an all-important final. Let's get the thoughts on Zahir, just on that toss as we gearing ourselves towards this final.
Isn't it going to be an interesting game? A fascinating clash. Durbanville, they've been the form team in the competition, but Bellville, they've come back almost from the dead to find themselves in the showpiece occasion. At one stage, they were looking like they were all going to be knocked out, but they've come back, winning 4 on the trot to face their neighbours.
Yeah, it's a battle of the North indeed here, Zahir, and they've really fought their way to this final. Bellville Cricket Club, they were 1 win from 4 at the early stages, and then they just went out and just relaxed and enjoyed themselves playing away. As we see the umpires, they're getting themselves ready because we're going to have the national anthem being played here. Umpires sponsored by ID 247, and they have been followed out by the players. There we have Bellville Cricket Club with their sponsors, the BetBricks 7, and then the Orange Brigade, Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777. And Zahir, I tell you what our viewers are going to be interested in is the lineups. More particularly in the lineup of the Durbanville Cricket Club team here, because this has not been taken lightly at all.
No, it's all to play for. And we see it at certain points in the competition, some players were missing, but I'm sure they'll get their big guns out for today.
Yeah, and we're going to get ready here for the national anthem of South Africa that will be played and intro to this final. What an occasion even for these players. Just to stand there and listen to a national anthem just prior to a final. And even it gave me even goosebumps. What would it mean to these players, Zaire?
Surprised to say there was goosebumps everywhere. It felt like they're ready to go to war here. This South Africa, this Durbanville and Bellville side, the two South African teams, the two Cape Town teams, the two Northern Suburbs teams going head to head here in this local derby.
Yeah, and as it's just walking off there, there's really been a team effort by Bellville Cricket Club to really force their way into this final. They've really had some good performances, and the individual performances have attributed to them getting great team results in this competition, and has been simply for me a refreshing in terms of club cricket here in the Western Cape to see a team getting a good couple of team performances together. As we look at that side there, we're focusing on Bellville Cricket on the left. They got a couple of dangerous players. Andrew, he's had a real storming tournament, and even the likes of Cody Nivo, the captain, has led from the front as well. Jared, the Terminator McCulloch, he has bowled his off spinners Misley as well. And is it going to be the time for Jai, the Magpie Loft, to maybe make his mark on it? But Marcus Farine there as well. But that team on the right-hand side, they are fully started with exceptional players. Yaku Castle, the Duracell, the old man, the Salusa 45, he's still there. John Stradham, he's an attacking batter. Kai Curran, Fritz de Beer, just to name a few, and even Ruben Senecal. They are heavily loaded with the batting side in that lineup as well. So Bellville have got it all to do here against a very star-studded Durbanville cricket team.
That's the Bellville openers, the men in maroon. They're going to take first strike, and Durbanville, would be fair to say they're very much the favourites heading into the showpiece. But you do know about scoreboard pressure in finals, and that's what Bellville will be counting on. They'll be hoping for a good start there from Marcus Fourie. He's gone very well, equally as Andrew Sedine. He's gone equally well. So these are the two openers who want to get Bellville off to a good start and just settle those early nerves in the changing room.
Yeah, they definitely have. And here we have Yaku Castle, the number 6, the man that was part of the over 40 South Africa team that won not so long ago here in South Africa, that World Cup. And there we have his figures. Look at that on the right-hand side there. 9 wickets in the matches that he's played. He's always managed to take wickets, and he always manages to bowl up front as well. He certainly loves a challenge, and certainly conditions might favour him as well, especially if he bowls from that town end, as we see some of the crowd coming in and they're making their way here as well. And it's going to be a lovely day here, and I think everybody's anticipating a really good battle here. The Battle of the North between these two teams.
About to get underway here. We've Durbanville, the 2 men on the boundary is the deep extra cover and the 3rd man. That's the areas they're going to patrol early on in this power play.
Yeah, that would suggest he's going to bowl that ball outside it off stump. And again, I don't see any slip in there, but this is a final. Teams have operated without a slip. And I just feel sometimes they could be missing a trick there even early on. You don't need to do it for 2 or 3 overs. We are just asking you to do it for maybe 2 or 3 balls. But teams have been very, very reluctant to do that early on. It's good to see a few of the crowd in those, Z.
Definitely, the gazebos are coming out. The smell of the radio might be only 10 o'clock in the morning, but the smell of the wood, smell of the charcoal, the briars are going. It's going to be a good day out here.
Just waiting for the clock to tick to 10 a.m. here. And then that will be us underway here in this final. And we're ready to go. That's clipped down to the leg side, and Andrew is on the way. What's the speed of this outfield?
Yes, get it in.
It's just going to be 2.
Yaku for your veld.
Yaku Castle, throughout the tournament, he's just stuck to a disciplined line outside the off stump. He hasn't tried anything fancy. He knows his game. He's been playing it since he was a little boy, and he knows exactly what he wants to do.
I think that That's the line he wanted to be on. I think the first ball was just a real loosener, fairly straight. As you said, what the field was going to be, there's the two men that can be outside the ring. They are on the offside, which is a third man and a sweeper.
The key to Jaco Castles is the fact that he does the basics very well. He hardly gives away any extras.
Oh, they're going to come through now, and as that man Fritz de Beer, he couldn't get down low for a keeper. He's a tall keeper as Fritz de Beer. Just couldn't get down, as you see the boys from Bellville Cricket Club sitting and watching.
Marcus Farid, he's a massive player, not just with the bat, but also with the ball. Later on, his left arm spinners. It's been crucial here for Bellville in getting them to this final. He's got a job to do here with the Willow. They put out a deep square leg and a long off, so a different field to the left-hander.
Oh, beats him.
Just feel Jaco Castle, he's the right pace. Because he gets the ball to move off the seam just enough there, and it goes past the off stump and the outside edge.
Who will be the leading wicket taker here for Durbanville Cricket Club? They've got 3 or 4 in this group that are vying for those spots. That's up and over. Is it going to go all the way? Is it going to be the first one? It is you.
The first maximum of this final, and it belongs to Marcus Farid. He was beaten outside the off stump the previous delivery, but on this occasion, he gets his hands through it, and it only goes one way, and that's all the way.
Bradley Peterson just turned around and looked at as that ball cleared the boundary. Marcus Farid, he's a dangerous man. Not much foot movement, just gets the hands through the ball. Back of a length, and now they're going through for one, and that is a very, very good over. 10 runs from the first over for Bellville Cricket Club. They sponsored by BetBrix 7.
The key to that was Marcus Farid. It's about, you don't focus on what's gone, you have to focus on the next delivery. That's the key to playing T10 cricket. He was beaten beautifully the ball before, and Jaco Castle had his hands up in the air, but the next ball was just slightly over pitch, and he went straight through. And he's given Bellville just the start they require.
And even as a bowler, if I'm going to flip the coin there, even as a bowler in this format of the game, if you get hit for 4, you got to put that behind you and just focus on the next ball. Same can be said, as you rightly said there, if you play and miss, because there's going to be that, especially with a new ball. You just got to put that behind you. As Jolie Lawrence, we see his figures there. He's only picked up 3 wickets, but he's bowled in very, very crucial times for Durbanville Cricket Club. It's a big swing. Now, shall we say Marcus missed out there because there's no deep square out there?
Absolutely missed out. It was a gimme on the pads. That's exactly what, and he's practicing what he needed to do. All he needed to do was get some willow on it. The fine leg was up, the deep square leg was up. But as we said, it's got to move on. And it's Andrew now takes his mark for the first time. Jody against Jody Lawrence.
He likes to have a little bit of width, a little bit of chance to free his arms up. We're going to see where Jody's going to operate against him here. Beautiful shot. Absolutely gorgeous shot through extra cover. How's the pace of this outfield? That's excellent bit of work. That looks like Jean Stradom that put the dive in. And they caught back for 3. But I think the umpires are just going to have a little bit of a look to see if all was in order there.
Eugene, we cannot emphasize the importance of fielding in the final. We've seen all the playoff games, the qualifiers and eliminators going down to the wire, and you just throwing himself there and managing to get the ball back. It's excellent work, and that could be the difference when it comes down to the end later on.
Right at it off stump. And Fritz de Beer, he definitely got down to that one, sprawling across to his left-hand side there. But yeah, we've saw a few drop catches in this tournament already. We've seen maybe quite a few misfields. These two teams, I'm sure the fielding is going to be top-notch because that is something that got them here.
Bellville certainly need to be a bit better than they were yesterday. They were put under the pump by Rondebosch, but they managed to come back.
That's high up in the air. Fritz de Beer is underneath it. He must take that. He takes it. And that's the end of Marcus Fourie, and that's the big fish gone in the second over.
Jody Lawrence showing all his experience here. He stuck to his lines, he stuck to his length, and he forced Marcus Fourie to go across the line, getting the top edge. And it was never going to be put down behind the stumps. It went all the way up into the clear sky, and often the white ball in the clear sky doesn't come down very well, but there was no problem there whatsoever.
He's got good hands, this Fritz de Beer. He's not going to drop those. That ball went high in the sky, as Z said there, but he moved quite well as in comes Blake to take up the charge here for Bellville Cricket Club. He's joining Andrew as well. And there we see his sort of numbers there, only amassing 59 runs in the tournament. Can he make a telling contribution in this, the final for Bellville Cricket Club? It's been a really good comeback here from Jody Lawrence as he's steaming in from the golf course. In again here. Oh, beat him outside the off stump. Now then, was it close to the edge? Was it close to the off stump?
Beautiful delivery. First up from Jody Lawrence to Blake here. Just hit the seam and held its line. And Jody Lawrence holding his hands up in exasperation. He thought he might have had 2 and 2.
Yeah, definitely. Ball seemed to have been going down the leg side, and Blake wanted to turn around, just getting an outside edge to that. And we've reached Z-ball. For those that are watching us for the first time, Z-ball is ball number 6 because he certainly loves that.
Definitely, and once again, Jody is gone. Has had an excellent over up to this point. But we've seen so many times in this tournament how quickly it can change.
Down the leg side, down the leg side. Is it going to be ball number 6 or ball number 7?
It's usually ball number 7 because that's what causes the extra delivery, causes the extra ball, and then gives the opportunity for the batters to get it away.
Beats the outside edge again, and that concludes the second over. 17 for 1. You look at those figures there, Andrew, he's still there, 6 or 5 deliveries. Blake still to get his show on the road here. He's on 1 at the minute. Dangerous Marks for he's gone. Still Cody Never to come in. It's now going to be Leon LaRue to bowl the third over. Blake having a big swish on that one. It's going to be 1. And see, I think Leon LaRue, he's got to be on the money because he's the type of pace that Andrew might like here.
It's also the final over the power play, just 5 balls. At the moment, they're only going at 8 runs to the over. You're wanting to maximize everything while the players are up in the circle. Still the deep extra cover and also the third man.
That's up. Oh, it's going to go here to the point boundary, is it? Oh, Yaku Castle. No, apologies, Kai Curran making his way around there. He's the young pup in this team.
He's been excellent in the field. We've seen him take some fantastic catches already. Usually down here at long on or long off, but now he's patrolling the cover boundary. And just the speed at which he gets across the field, a real asset for Durbanville.
Blake has come out here with a positive intent. That's something I haven't seen from him from all the games we've played. He's really looking like he's wants to show great intent going after the bowling here. I know he's only on 3 or 4 deliveries, but he's really moved his feet, shuffled down the wicket as well, moving across his stumps, trying to put Leon Leroux under pressure here. Full ball, smash through, extra cover. That has been smashed into the MG Lion board that we have on the outside of the boundaries. 4 more.
It's just a little bit too full, and Andrew realized this was his opportunity. And he went hell to the leather, yeah.
That's high in the air. Bradley Peterson, he's underneath it. Bradley Peterson, he takes the catch, and that's the end now of Andrew.
Whenever Bellville have looked to put their foot down, Durbanville have struck straight back. We've seen it in the previous over, and now it's Leon as well. They're just reigning in this Bellville team, and it's all advantage to Durbanville here in this final.
That's a good catch. It was another steepler. So far, we've seen 2 steepling catches taken so far. As now we see in comes number 2, Cody Nivert, the captain of Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrix 7. He's making his way here to join Blake here. And this partnership needs to go for a wee bit longer if they want to put anything significant on the board. As we see Cody Nivert's numbers there, 169 runs. He's had a really good tournament with both bat as well as managing and getting his troops around as a captain on the field.
Gee, it's not just that 169, it's the fact that his contribution yesterday in the qualifier too, that was the one that sent and booked Bellville their place. Bellville were under pressure. They were in a similar situation. 24 for 2 when he walked in yesterday, and he came in and he took on the responsibility and he played that innings that took his team over the line, and they certainly need one from him here.
It's going to be a different sort of senior for him yesterday. He knew he only had one way to play to really get after the runs. Here now he's got his side is 2 down, 1 ball to go, and this the 3rd over, which will conclude the power play here. That's hit to the leg side. Deep mid wicket has got it all to do. And in fact, it's gone for 4. That's a misfield. That was Tashwin Lucas doing the fielding out there. And unfortunately, he misfielded that, and that's gone for 4. And that concluded 3rd over.
The Z ball has struck again. Eugene, the Z ball has struck again. Drifted into the pads and he whipped it away. It looked like Tashwin Lucas was going to get there. And he did. He got there, he did. He just didn't get down.
Seems like his spikes just got stuck in the ground there. And that is a signal there by umpire Ivan de Jong, who indicates that that's the end of the power play. So now then, we're going to see a bit of spin here, and it's going to be Bradley Peterson to bowl here from the golf course end. And what a tournament he's had with his spinners. Those are star-starter named Yaku Castle. He gone for 10. Jody Lawrence only for 6. Leon LaRue's gone for 11. 2 wickets picked up by Lawrence and LaRue. But it's now Bradley Peterson with his left-arm spinners. And I feel this is the end. If you're a spinner, you must bowl from this end, because I feel you could get a lot more purchase bowling from the golf course end.
We have seen throughout the week the ball turn quite prodigiously. Remember, we deep into the season here in the Western Cape.
Jaco kan dalk 'n treetjie gaan as hy wil. Ja, net die tweede Billy.
Just one run round the boundary for Kai Curran, and he's got stomach problems. Don't make them as big as strong like we were back in the daisy.
Definitely Gen Zs, mate, Gen Zs.
It's hit out to the onside, and this is what we're going to get a lot of. Oh, some misfield as well. But no harm done.
I feel that Bradley Peterson, he won't mind being just struck down the ground for once. It's the boundaries that he'll be worried about. He's got protection on the leg side, long on, deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg, and also deep extra cover and also a long off. So being struck for ones, he'll be fine with that.
Ball hit out to Eddie Skitter. He's a good fielder there at extra cover, but they boundary rounders. They are quick. They are lightning. The Durbanville Cricket Club fielders. That is sort of squeezed past Fritz de Beer. It's just going to be one. But only 2 runs so far in this over. 2 balls to go. They're going to run through for the bye. And he's really darting it in at the pads here.
It's an excellent over thus far by Bradley Peterson. He's got experience. It's showing. But I'll leave it to you, Eugene.
Keep building him up for that Z ball. He's bowled him. He has bowled him. Bradley Peterson, Z-ball has struck in a different manner this time round, and that's the end of Cody Niver. Now then, Bellville Cricket Club, they've got it all to do here in this final.
Eugene, I've said it so many times, it doesn't have to go for a boundary, but it is an all-action delivery, and on this occasion, it's gone the way of Bradley Peterson. He knows the importance of this wicket. Cody Niver trying to go for the big heave over the leg side, but all he could manage was walk his way back to the pavilion.
Yeah, massive wicket, big wicket. The captain, he's now gone. Now Bellville, they've got it all to do to try and get up to a total that they can defend and just put the Durbanville Cricket Club players under some pressure. As Liam from Merlin, we see his figures. Wouldn't he love to get all 45 runs in one innings now?
That's exactly what they need from Bellville. They are under the pump here. Durbanville, they've pitched up and they've come and made an early impression.
Yeah, they just got loads and loads of experience. Very flexible with his bowling lineups as well. Ruben Senegal, he can pick and choose who he can bring on. He's decided to bring Tasman Lucas on, and what a good time to bowl. Team 3 down. Ball still hard. This over will take us to that golf ticket strategic timeout period here.
He has been the bowler that's been put under the most pressure, but he also showed his nerve early in the competition when he closed out the game.
I think this is what we're going to see a lot of now from Blake, just trying to get singles, maybe even twos.
It really is the perfect opportunity for Tashman just to get settled into a rhythm. Bellville, they'll be cautious of not losing too many more wickets.
Yeah, they just can't. They just got to find a way just to get through this over and then get to that golf ticket strategic timeout period just to reassess what their plans are going to be. Again, clip to the leg side. And that's just the difference right there. Is the men in the outfield for Durbanville Cricket Club, they are so quick to the ball.
It's a glorious day out here in the April sun down in Durbanville. The home team, they've got the supporters that have come out behind.
That ball is short and it's sort of clipped just towards fine leg area, and this should be two. And there's a lot of time, I feel, in this game as well, where you cancel, nip, just clip the ball here and there. One stints, ones to twos, that will add the scoring. Hopefully, they've got to get through this period now, and then hopefully do the onslaught later on with about 4 overs to go.
I think Bellville, they've got to reassess and where they want to be. What is the competitive total and how do we manage to get there?
That's excellent play by Blakey, just keeping it going. 2 balls to go until we get to that timeout period. And then we're going to hear from our man, as always, to take us through the golf ticket strategic timeout period. Our man, PM Prasanta, he's going to come in and give us his views on this tournament as well as the sponsors. Liam from Merlin, he's on strike now. Beautiful shot down the ground by Liam from Merlin. Looks like he's in the mood. Now then, the Z ball has taken an all new effect here because this will take us to that strategic timeout period.
Just feels that Bellville, they are keen to not lose any more wickets. Feels that this is the partnership that has to get them up to some form of a defendable total.
Oh, it's a drop. Z-ball nearly struck again. That's a single, and that's going to take the score to 38 for 3. And now then, we are going to have that golf ticket strategic timeout period as shown there by umpire De Jong. Umpire sponsored by ID 247. I hand you over to our man, PM Prasant.
गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल का ये है फाइनल मैच बिटवीन डर्बनविल क्रिकेट क्लब स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय वर्ल्ड 777 एंड बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय बेडब्रिक्स 7, जहां पे डर्बनविल क्रिकेट क्लब ने एक धमाकेदार शुरुआत ली है, वहीं उन्होंने बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब को उनके कदमों को डगमगाने के लिए मजबूर कर दिया है। समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का, और मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड एंड रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके रजिस्टर करें, लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पाएं। अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए सिर्फ और सिर्फ gulfticket.com के साथ। खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, आजमाइए अपने लक को। जाइए और तुरंत gulfticket.com पे रजिस्टर करके अपना अकाउंट खोलें। हम देख सकते हैं गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड, बहुत ही बढ़िया टैगलाइन है, शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। आज देखते हैं कि आज के फिनाले मैच के बाद कौन सी टीम के चेहरे पे स्माइल्स आएंगे। ये पूरे टूर्नामेंट के टाइटल स्पॉन्सर हैं गल्फ टिकट, और उन्होंने ये स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट भी स्पॉन्सर किया है। आखिरी बार अपने दर्शकों को समय समाप्त होने से पहले बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। तुरंत जाइए, लॉग इन करिए और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल ऑन gulfticket.com।
Much here to PM Prasant as we look at what's still to come here. This golf ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 Cricket Cup. Asli Animal. And that's the final between these two teams. Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by Betbrick 7, and Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777. So far, one would feel that Durbanville, they do have the upper hand. And the slight advantage here is we're going to have another change in the bowling. It's going to be Eddie Skutter, another left-arm spinner here that's going to be bowling. And they're really turning to their spinners, and I still feel the spinners are bowling from the right end here, from the golf course end. He's had a really good tournament as well as Eddie Skutter. Looking at his numbers, he also sitting on 8 wickets. And they're all vying for who's going to be the leading wicket taker. So who do you feel holds the upper hand here, Z?
He'll start for Eddie Skutter, but he seems to have gotten away with that one. I think that definitely at the moment, Bellville, they are feeling the pressure of this final.
It's clipped just again to the leg side there where square leg would have been. Blake's just chipping away, and now we'll try and find out what the plan is going to be here from Bellville Cricket Club. In this last 5 overs, when will the final charge come from them? When will they put the foot down and really make a big push? Just can't get away with that one. I still feel, yes, they've lost the likes of Marcus Fourie, Andrew, and they've lost Cody Nivot as well. But this has been a team performance to get there. Surely somebody in their team can really pick it up where those haven't today.
It's just interesting to see the way Eddie Skutter's going about it. He's trying to bowl the ball into the wicket. He's not looking to give it a little bit of air, or just really looking for the wicket to do the job for him.
He'll never toss it up, mate. He will never toss it up. He will get that arm, maybe even a little bit low, and build a round arm ball. He will get it into the pads if he has to. A little bit of width and offer there. That ball is hit quite hard. But again, the fielding there by Bradley Peterson has been exemplary there. Sliding across his outfield. Picking the ball up cleanly and keeping it down to 2. And that's another dot. And what an over there by Eddie Skutter, only conceding 4 runs. 42 for 3. 4 overs to go. Even if they go at 10 and over from here, they get to 80. One feels like that against a star-started Durbanville team might not be enough.
Eugene, it's indicative that the last boundary was struck in the 3rd over, so that's 18 balls without a boundary. And in T10 cricket, that's almost critical. You can see Bradley Peterson, he figures of 1 for 2. Eddie Skutter, 0 for 4. It's the left-arm spinners who are just tightening the noose, and they're tightening it even further here.
Look at that last 3 bowlers there. Really good, a comrade. 1 goes for 4, 1 goes for 7, 1 goes for... It's just been very, very good, very miserly by them. As Jody Lawrence, he's going to come into the attack. He's bowled his first over here from the golf course end. He's changed ends now. He's going to bowl his second and final over from the town end. On the far side, he's bowling to Liam from Millen. He's only on 3 or 4 deliveries. 24 balls still remaining in the innings here. That's clipped nicely onto the leg side. Fielders trying to get there. Excellent bit of fielding, and that is, as you rightly said at the stop of the show there, fielding is going to play a massive part in any format, let alone T10 cricket.
Jody Lawrence, an experienced campaigner. He just ambles into the wicket.
And it's just going to be one ambling into the wicket. The man is giving good rhythm into the wicket, mate. Don't let him hear you say that, just ambling in. He's a fast bowler of all.
I didn't say it in any manner, derogatory. I feel that he's got a lot of, I said it at the start of the tournament, it reminds me of Michael Whispering Death Holding. He's just very rhythm, plenty of rhythm to the crease.
There's a ramp. Just couldn't get there. And even the crowd is now loving every ball. They're really getting a feel for this here. A lot of shouting of catch it there if they could.
Do feel that we're getting to the point now where Bellville, they need to make a play.
That's clipped away onto the leg side. Is this going to be that boundary they were seeking? It definitely is. And it hits the golf ticket board. And that's a boundary in quite some time.
And it also brings up the 50 for Bellville Cricket Club. They've been struggling to get there, but they finally managed with a clip off the pads and races away. Could be is this the catalyst to get the innings going?
No, I'm going to ask you a question there just on Jody Lawrence. Maybe we should do that in between this over. I'm going to ask a question just on what you've seen, because you've seen quite a lot of cricket in your time. Zahir, you've watched quite a number of bowlers. Do you think there could be a little bit more intent in the run-up of Jody Lawrence?
I think Jody Lawrence, as I said, he's one of those rhythmic bowlers. He's one of those guys that needs to feel his way towards the crease.
Short ball played nicely there by Liam Vermeulen, and that is good cricket. You get a boundary. The next ball, you try and get a single as well. Just rotating the strike, get the new man on as well now. So now Jody Lawrence has to think as we look at some of the crowds enjoying the sun here. There's the Bellville Cricket Club supporters and players alike. They're all in here today.
Gee, I just get the feeling that this is the point where Bellville really need to put the foot down. There's only 18 deliveries, and the chance of them being bowled out a millimil.
He's gone for the ramp over the top. That's just going to be the one for the over, but the over's come to an end. So that over, a little bit more productive for Bellville Cricket Club, but it needs to be a little bit more if they want to get to a total of significant value against this Durbanville Cricket Club team. 51 for 3 overs to go. 10 and over, as I said, just get them to just above 80. Well, you said they must go. Do they dare take on Bradley Peterson here in this over?
This is the over, Eugene. He's going to be looking to take the ball away from the right-handers, but if Bellville are going to make a play, this is the one.
I can't disagree with you, Z. It's now a point of, listen, we got to go. Both of us have got to go. You know the ball is just going to be coming into you. There's not going to be much turn from Bradley Peterson. That's what he does. His bowls are quite quickly. He doesn't give any width at all. Again, he goes across the line. That's the danger for me. Still try and hit it with a straight bat. Try and look at straight at mid-wicket or even straight over the bowler's head. Back yourself, which we've seen loads of these batters do anyway. Now then, Liam Vermeulen, you under the pressure here now, mate. You got 2 dots. We're going to try and force that through there as well. It's just going to be 1 though. So 1 of 3. So Bradley Peterson have won the first half of this over, Z.
It's excellent bowling here by the left-arm spinner. And the Durbanville crowd, they enjoying it thoroughly. They were seeing their team put themselves in a dominant position here.
And we've seen Bradley Peterson do this a number of times during this tournament. As soon as a batter advances and he sees him coming, he just stops.
Oh my
I
word.
said he doesn't turn. There's a bit of grip and turn, mate, and bounce.
Just feel that Blake, the options he's looking for, he's only getting one for that. He's got to be looking for the boundary. Plenty of gamesmanship here. Bradley Peterson just holds on when he sees the batter.
That's not cutting it. That's not cutting it. You got there. You could have played a shot through the offside, one feels. Now then, only two runs in this over. In total, Bradley Peterson has only gone for 4 runs. 1 ball to come of his spell. Tried to move that, but that's going to bring an end here to Bradley Peterson's spell. And what a spell it's been. 1 wicket for 5 runs off his 2. You take that and run as fast as you can.
That could easily be the game-changing moment of the final. Bradley Peterson, excellent. He's only picked up the 1 wicket, but he's conceded a miserly 5 runs. And there's just 12 balls remaining in Bellville. They are stuck deep in the hole here.
Look at that bottom 3 there. Bradley Peterson, 1 for 5. Lucas, 0 for 7. Eddie Skitter, 0 for 4. Those are good numbers down there. And now then, you've got to face up to this man, the Salusa 45, Yaku Castle. Then Liam Vermeulen, where are you going to go? You've got 12 balls left here. 12 balls to get Bellville to a total. That's a start, but the ball has been clipped straight to deep backward square. It's just going to be 1. That got timed and hit quite hard.
It's time for Blake to make a play. 14 of 19. You're at the point now where it's either hit out or get out. They're men with pads on. They want to get out there and swing.
Oh, he's tried to do that, but it's a dot ball. It's a dot ball. The Duracell, Yaku Castle, sprawling across to his right. He wants to get a wicket in that column. Don't you doubt that for a second.
That's the Bellville team. They were wondering, how much are we going to end up on here?
That's clipped away. I don't think they're going to come back for 2. I think Vermeulen, he just wants to keep the strike. He seems to be the one that's more the aggressor here.
Yaku Castle's experience here is just shining through for Durbanville Cricket Club. He's been part of a World Cup winning team already with South Africa over 40s this season. And he's been in this position so many times. And he knows that I don't need to try anything different. I just got to stick to my lines, my lengths, my plans, and have Bellville come out and change the game.
Well, it's going to be a short ball for sure because fine leg is back. Deep square is back. Deep mid wicket is back. They brought the sweeper in off the offside. Oh, he's gone full. He's gone for the double bluff. He's gone for the double bluff. Experience is showing here.
Yaku Castle is, as we said, he's been excellent throughout the tournament. He's not offering, the key is he's not offering any width for either Blake or Liam to just get the arms and the hands through the delivery.
Let's clip this to the leg side again. It will just be 1. Now then, Z-ball time. This is massive in the context of the match for both these sides.
Cannot praise Durbanville enough for the way they've been in the field. They haven't taken the foot off the chest of Bellville throughout these 9 overs.
There's a shot. There's a shot. It's huge Finally, a bit of momentum, hopefully.
We've been asking it for the last 5 overs, and eventually it's come. Full swing of the bat, and his connection was good. And it's gone all the way.
One fielder needs 6 more of these in the last over.
Saw over 31 yesterday, so you never know.
Who's going to bowl that final over? Surely it's going to be Eddie Schutter. He's bowled Misley. There, the bowling figures. Eddie Schutter, the man at the bottom of that bowling card there. He's only went for 4 runs in his over. He's bowled. This is going to be that over. There he is, the big number 13, the inside center, I say. He's no fullback.
Last time I checked, 13 was the outside center.
No, I'm not going by the numbers. I'm saying that he should be an inside center. I know an outside center is 13. I mean, really now? Think I don't know rugby? Bowled him. Bowled him. Eddie Schutter, he's now in the wickets again. And that's the end of Blake.
Excellent from the left arm spinner, darting it in. And hitting those stumps, and Blake's torturous innings comes to an end.
Full and straight. Tian is gone. He's walking to the crease now. As we look at this delivery, getting it as full as possible, hitting the stumps, hitting those pegs, and he's got to go.
Tian, lots. He was the hero yesterday. He was the one that hit the winning runs for Bellville to get them to the showpiece. He's got a bit of a different job on his hands here. He's got 5 balls, and his only target should be the fence.
He's got 5 balls, mate. He's got 5 balls over the innings. Don't even take guard. Just swing. He's got an inside edge. He's got an inside edge. Can you believe it? It's going to go for 4.
Bellville Cricket Club, they won't mind that. It's the boundary that they needed. It wasn't where it was intended to go. But Tian, he swung off his feet and he got the inside edge and it beat the keeper. And it went away for a much-needed boundary.
Oh, umpire showed buys. It looks like it just missed everything and clipped the keeper's pads as it went past. So, 4 valuable runs there to Tian. Oh, he sort of clocked that back to the bowler. 3 balls to go. 3 balls to go. 68 for 4. Can they get up to 80? That's minimum requirement here. Well bowled again by Eddie Schutter. The execution of these bowlers have been top-notch. They might have been under the pump during the league phase, especially against Rondebosch Cricket Club, but here they have stepped up.
Just 2 deliveries remaining. We know that Eddie Schutter, he's going to rifle it in.
Oh, Tian has gone out like a shot. They got to throw the ball to keepers, and Ruben Seneca one-handed picks the ball up. What an absolute brilliant piece of fielding there by the captain, Ruben Seneca.
That's the intent that we would have liked to have seen from Bellville between the wickets a lot earlier. Not leave it for this late stage in the innings as we come down to the final ball of the innings.
Oh, they're going to run. Oh, Fritz couldn't pick the ball up. But no harm done. They've gone through for 1. And that's going to conclude the first half of this final year of the Gulf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. And Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. They've amassed 72 for 4 in their lot of 10 overs. It's been an absolute brilliant performance in the field there by Durbanville Cricket Club. They are sponsored by World 777. They have absolutely done very well containing this Bellville attack. And they can be well proud as they look there. Smiles on faces as what this tournament does bring to us here. There's a 2-pin there, enjoying a laugh as well. As we look at this, the batting card, Andrew, he got 11 off 8. Marcus Fourie, the big fish, he went early in the piece. He only got 7. Blake, we hung around for quite some time, for 23 balls, in fact, only got 16. Cody Nivert was another one of the big fish that went very early on in the piece, and it was left to Liam from Vermeulen. He got 23 of 17 deliveries. And then Tian, he was only there for 3. And with that, they got to that total of 72. Yaku Castle, he was again exemplary. Jody Lawrence, everyone here to a man, even Leon LaRue, he went for 11, got a vital wicket as well. But it's the 3 at the bottom there. Bradley Peterson, Taswin Lucas, Eddie Skitter. Look at those figures there. Miserly indeed. And if you get bowlers to do that and execute their skills quite well, you're going to end up having the other team under the pump. And that's what happened here in this final of this golf ticket. Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. We're going to leave you now with some highlights, and then we're going to have a word with some of the coaches before the start of this game.
We have Manny Singer here from Durbanville Cricket Club, the coach of the home team. Manny, how's the tournament gone thus far?
Oh, it's been going well. We're actually enjoying it tremendously. The bunch of guys sort of even grew closer together as we go along with the tournament. Yeah, so here we are, last day, final. Looking forward to it.
And Manny, you obviously it's your home ground. You know the conditions, you know the dimensions of the field. Has that been an added advantage for you?
I don't think so. It's nice to play at home, obviously. We know the field, but 10-over cricket is a different beast. So I think we just got to do the basics right and, yeah, put it all together. And then,
just what challenges have you faced as in 10-over cricket? You obviously don't play it very often. How much have you learned as the tournament's progressed?
I think, you're never in control of it, T10 cricket. So you've got to keep it very simple and you not panic, obviously, under pressure. And then, yeah, skills. Our skills improved tremendously the last couple of games. So it's about your variations and your skills. You're backing yourself, yeah.
And you're obviously playing your neighbours, Bellville. It's called the Boerewors Derby up here. Just what it is to play against the guys that you know very well.
No, it's good stuff. We're glad they're in the final. It's nice to have the Northern Suburbs cricket strong. So we're representing the district, and yeah, we're looking forward to the game against them.
Good luck for today.
Thanks very much.
We've got Mark Eager here from Bellville Cricket Club. They've reached the final as well. Mark, just what's the tournament been like for you?
I think it's been fantastic. It's a great learning curve. It's the first time that we've had a T10 played by most of the players. So it's been great, and I actually thoroughly loved it.
And just in that short format, everything happens that quickly. Do you have to learn on your feet as you go along?
Yeah, I think it's instinctive. So you got to make a decision at the spur of the moment, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You know, when it goes in your favour, it's great. When it doesn't, well, you get punished.
And just tell us, your team were under the pump from the start, 1 from 4, and then you've gone on a run that has taken you all the way to the final. What was the talk midway through the tournament to get you to this point?
Yeah, I think that the whole thing with the team is encouragement and enjoyment. The guys must go out there and have fun. I mean, the game's too short to worry about anything. So go out there, have fun, play to the best of your ability and express yourself.
Mark, good luck to you and your boys today.
Cheers, thank you so much.
And welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. Ka Asli Animal. Match here between Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777, and Bellville Cricket Club. They are sponsored by BetBricks 7. The Battle of the North. And it's Bellville. They've got it all to do here as they only amassed 72 in that first innings. And they have got to bowl like demons here if they're going to defend that against a very, very star-studded Durbanville Club Cricket team. With me, as always, is Zahir Adams. Z, what's your take on that first half?
I think Bellville struggled throughout the innings. They lost wickets early on, and that put them under pressure throughout the innings. And their only hope is that scoreboard pressure tells you a couple of early wickets to get them into the game. Because once the likes of Kai Curran and Senegal get going, that could be the end of, that's all she wrote for Bellville. They will really try and just put some pressure on early with a few wickets. That's the way, because the only way for them to get over the line is scoreboard pressure here.
Yeah, that is it. But you got the likes of Jean. John Stratham and Kai Curran, they are going to take up proceedings here. We've already seen John Stratham hit the ball to all parts here. It's going to be Jai, the Magpie Loft, to start the bowling for Bellville Cricket Club. Now after this, they still got Ruben Senegal. They still got Fritz de Beer. They still got a lot of hefty names. Leon LaRue. The names just keep rolling off my tongue. Bellville really got it all to do here.
Jailoff, he'll hope to put yesterday's nightmare, conceded 31 runs in the over. He'll hope he put that away and start fresh here. And he'll be underway.
Oh, he's bowled it full. He's bowled it full. John Stratham, he's not going to hold back here. The two fielders that are out. And again, I'm not sure why the field is out on the offside on the sweeper boundary, because what the Magpie does here, he normally gets it in to the pads more often than not. Gets a little bit of in drift with that action of his. Very sedate here by John Stratham. What's your thoughts on that? Because I feel people, they should be watching about what the batter or the bowler's trying to do. He generally gets the ball coming back in or tailing into the right-hander.
I feel that Durbanville might feel that they've got a bit of time.
Now, sedate start, that's one. And Durbanville Cricket Club, they up and running.
Just feel that Durbanville, they don't want to get caught into a mindset that we only need 73 and therefore we can just knock it around and pick up the odd boundary. You feel that they still need to show a positive mindset here in this run chase. You don't want to leave it till the end. You want to get it done as soon as possible.
You don't want to put yourself behind the 8 ball. You don't want to get that scoreboard pressure to be the telling point here. You want to go out there, as you rightly say, just go out there and play your natural game. The game that brought you here to the final.
Halfway.
In on the boundary. Deep square leg. Deep extra cover.
Again, they're running through for a quick single. That's just one aspect they have to do quite well. Bellville, they just got to stop that if they can. Some of the crowds, the pictures here have been really excellent by our crew. Really kudos to all of those men. Just want to say one thing here on Nathan Swartz, the old statesman here of Durbanville Cricket Club. He hasn't sat with his team once this whole week, and now his team is in the final. They're in a good position. He's sitting with his mates now all of a sudden. Again, they're running hard. They're coming through for two. They're coming through for two. Can you believe it? That's excellent running by John Stratham.
And that's the intensity they need to show. Doesn't always have to be boundaries, but you're wanting to put the fielders under pressure. You're wanting to turn the ones into twos.
And we've reached that Z ball now. Ball number 6. 4 without loss. And that's pulled away. It's going to be a dot. Now then, good start for Bellville. We'll have to say that. Only 4 runs in that first over. 2 overs left of the power play.
It's a good start by Bellville. They weren't able to pick up a wicket, but only conceding 4 runs. Particularly for Jailoff, getting all those memories from yesterday out of the way.
I wonder if he did what he said he was going to do. He had some people watching him yesterday, and he said they attributed to him going for 31 runs. I think he said to them today to stay at home, and maybe he did that. 4 runs conceded. We'll see and ask him after the game. As we see now, it's Tian who's going to bowl here from the golf course end. There we see the figures there of Tian. He's only taken 1 wicket so far in this tournament, and this is the final. So the 2 men that are out, it's going to be a long off to the left-handed Kai Curran, and it's going to be a man at the deep mid-wicket bound in the leg side as well. Those are the 2 men out. Down the leg side, it's going to be wide. That's umpire Ivan de Jong. And I wonder if this is the first that we have 2 brothers, let alone twins, out there officiating this match, the de Jong brothers. That is carved away past point, and that is going to be the first boundary in the innings of Durbanville Cricket Club as they pursue that 73 target.
That is classic Kai Curran. He just rode with a bounce. And then once he has a bit of width, he's always going to throw his hands at it. And it flies away over third man.
Looks like he will be the leading run scorer in this tournament, because the one that was chasing him, Morne Pence, he's gone. The Rondebosch Cricket Club team. So it looks like he's got that sewn up. Down the leg side. As fact, it's a no ball. It is a no ball, and we know what follows that. Free hit coming.
Absolutely criminal here by Tian. He's already gone wide, and now he's got overstepped. Doesn't look like it. He's a bit of a tight call there, though.
It's going to go down. Marcus Ferrier, he's going to cut that off. It's just going to be 2. Yeah, I don't want to say it. That is clip onto the leg side. That's going to be a chance. No, he didn't pick the ball up. There was a chance. And these half chances they have to take, Z.
Bellville are not doing themselves any favors here. That was a clear chance for a run out. He slipped in the middle of the pitch, and all he needed to do was gather it cleanly and get it back to the bowler. The chance goes a begging.
It does. In this format, every opportunity, any chance you get, you've got to take it. Again, full and straight. It's actually well bowled by Tian. Well bowled, right at the toes there of Kai Curran. Just managed to squeeze that on the leg side for 1.
Does look like Durbanville, they're not wanting to really attack this power play. They're going to go about it in regulation fashion here.
I don't think they're allowed to do that at the minute because the bowling has been good. We've only seen the one wide delivery from Tian that was carved away by Kai Curran. So we're going to have to give Bellville some of the credit as well for the way they've bowled here. Saw the purple brigade, the purple shirts. They're supporting their team, Bellville Cricket Club, as well. It's again a big heave. He's just got to watch his back because the last time he was hitting the ball like that, he'd done his back a mischief.
Final ball of the second over. We
don't call it that now.
The Z ball's coming up. This always creates a bit of anticipation, whether it's a boundary or a wicket.
Oh, it's a misfield. That's a misfield by the Magpie. Manages just to keep it down to 1. So that's the end of the over. An over that's gone for 11 runs. John Stratham, 4 of 6. Kai Curran, 9 of 7. These two have been magnificent through this tournament. Look at the likes still to come. Ruben Senecal, Fritz de Beer, Leon Leroux, and not forgetting Jaco Castle. And now it's going to be Blake. He's going to bowl the third and final over of the power play period. Power play is made up of 3 overs here. Can he make up for all those dot balls that he dished up while he was batting Blake and get some wickets here? Because that's a way that he can make it up here for Bellville Cricket Club. See his numbers. Got 4 wickets in the tournament. He's bowling to Kai Curran here. It's hit down the ground. There's not going to be any runs. It's a dot ball. You reckon this is very much sedate, eh?
I do think, though, that Durbanville, they've just got to be wary of not thinking that we can make it up at the end where the score is not too big. The field distinctions are now. They need to take advantage of them.
Tries to pick that up. It's another dot ball straight to Liam Vermeulen in that square leg. So now then 2 dot balls.
If the longer Bellville keep it quiet, it'll just give them a little bit more belief that they can stay in the game. And the longer they stay in the game, the confidence will grow.
If you could only see the look on Z's face here. He's feeling every ball here next to me. That's up. That's over extra. And that's gone for 4.
That's the Kai Curran that we know that we've come to love during this tournament, watching where when it's in his arc, the arms just go through the delivery. And it's another boundary.
Yeah, there were 2 dots ball and 1 felt there was a little bit of pressure going, but that's his shot there over extra cover. He's played that well throughout this tournament. Now he goes full, but there's a sweeper out there on the offside. He's just going to be a little bit tighter than what we feel it actually should be, Z.
I think, though, as long as Bellville don't pick up a wicket, Durbanville, they'll be quite confident that they'll get there. They know that what they've got in the bank still to come. But Bellville need wickets to stay in the contest.
Even if they get wickets, it's just going to be a procession of good batters coming to the crease. Attacking batters, no less. Oh, it's a dot ball outside the off stump. John Stratham, he was ready to go there. He was ready to launch. Maybe he thought, hold on, my back is not 100%. Let me just reel myself in here.
I do think, though, It's one ball to the end of the power play. That's when it's really going to start, when the spinners come into the equation. The likes of Marcus Fourie.
That's going to be a wide, surely. That's wide, shown there by Jacob de Jong. Umpire sponsored by ID 247. And here we are now at the Z ball. John Stratham, 4-7. What can he go? The last ball of the power play. He's gone big. Oh, it was in the air. It was in the air for a very short period of time and managed to get past Marcus Fourie, and that is Z-ball at it again. 4 runs off the last ball.
It's the end of the power play. Durbanville, they setting it up nicely. They've almost brought it down to a run a ball.
At the same stage, Bellville Cricket Club with 28 for 2 at the same stage as we see umpire Ivan de Jong this time, indicating that that is the conclusion of the power play.
Once there's a little bit of width, allows the batter hit through the line and it runs away. Now we've got it. This is where the game starts for me. An introduction of spin.
Game starts over 4 and 5. I've said this all along in this tournament. We've got Jared, the Terminator McCulloch. He's coming into the attack here. He's bowling from the golf course in. And he's also managed to take some wickets, as you see in that bottom column there. He's managed to take 7 wickets here in this tournament. He always finds a knack. Is he the golden arm here for Bellville Cricket Club?
Let's go, Jazza! Let's go, you Jazza! Your man out here, Jazzy! Let's go, you fella! Let's go, you fella! Let's go, Jazzy! Yo! Jazza! Jazza, you won, yes! Nice, Jazza!
Jared does
nice,
the fielding
Jazza.
of his own bowling. Some of the fresh faces there. And some of the young faces.
Get behind square. Yeah. Let's go, Jesse. Let's go, you Jesse. Oh.
Steady stuff here, steady stuff.
Nice, Jesse.
Just keeping
nice,
it ticking.
Jesse.
46 needed or 40 deliveries. Maybe Durban will have identified some of their dangerous bowlers as well, Z, and maybe thought they'll be a little bit more circumspect against them. We'll see how this over develops. That's it. That's going to come here. And it's taken. And it's that man, Cody Nivot. He always finds himself in that position. And he's hung on to a very, very good catch. And that's the end of Kai Curran. He's got to go for 15.
Eugene, we said once the spinners come into the game, that's when everything starts happening. And Kai Curran looking to launch it, but only managing to find the man on the long on boundary. Pavel, they struck their first blow.
That one didn't get all of that. But let's take nothing away from Cody Nivot, who had to run to his right. Just leapt up a little bit off the ground to take out with 2 hands. And Bellville have struck here. The team sponsored by BetBig 7. And it is the captain himself, Ruben Senecal, making his way now to the crease. And he has had a very, very good tournament. Look at the runs he's amassed, 210. But as you said about so many of the players here, it hasn't just been the contribution with the bat. Ruben Senecal as a captain has led this team very, very well indeed.
Is this? Is this the start for Bellville? Is this the opening they wanted? They know the only way to stay in the game is by picking up wickets.
Jazza! 1 down, 2 to go here, fella. 1 down, 2 to go here, fella. Nog net teertjie vir jou, Jazza.
Said he's got a knack of just being a golden arm. Jared, the Terminator McCulloch, he's done it again here for his team. 3 balls to go in this over. Oh, and he beats him. He beats him. Maybe going straight on with the arm.
Jazza, only one here, Jazza.
Doesn't allow a lot of bowlers to bowl team. Ruben Senecal, he goes after it. There's another big appeal. Oh, there's nobody here. No one backing up. So it's going to end up in 2 runs.
That's all happening here at Durbanville Cricket Club. It's a big appeal. And the bowler went running down the wicket. He wasn't back there for the throw. And that looked fairly adjacent. Probably the benefit of the dart going to the batter just a little bit too high.
Jazza, getting close here, Jazza.
Tell you what, that
Jazza,
was
close
very,
here, fella.
very close indeed. And as a result, it ended up in 2 runs as well. There's a reverse hit. It's a reverse hit. There's a big appeal. And they're going to go and have a review of that one. And it's all happening here. I must say, it's something that we haven't seen from Ruben Senecal in this tournament. Maybe a little of nerves out there, a little bit of tension for himself. There it is, not out. And that concludes the over. That's 4 gone, 29 for 1. And we're going to have some left-arm seam now from Cameron Peterson. He's going to be bowling from the town end. And this, I feel, is a massive over as we go into the over that's going to lead us to the Golf Ticket strategic timeout period. Good over here. I think we'll put the cat amongst the pigeons here, Z.
Said it from the start, the way Durbanville just approached the chase. They didn't show the intent that they have been throughout the tournament, and the mindset of knowing we only need 70, we can play. Just knock it around and look for the odd boundary. That keeps Bellville in the game.
I'm going to go slightly just disagree with you a little bit, because I think Bellville have bowled really well. They've executed well. Their field placing have been good. So we can't take anything away from Bellville in the way they have actually bowled here. So they have put Durbanville under a little bit of pressure, not allowing them to play that free-flowing cricket that we've so come to see. Ruben Senecal, he's going to face up here to Cameron. That's hit out too deep mid-wicket. It's going to be 1 bounce as it gets to him. And they've executed well here. The field placing has been good. A little bit of planning that might have gone into this. Seemed to have gone to plan here for them. 31 for 1. This over is going to take us through that strategic timeout. That's carved away. Backward a point. The chase is on. That's Andrew out there. And he is very quick. Has also got a very quick arm. But who's also quick as John Stratham. He is like lightning between the wickets.
Cameron bowling towards his field, yeah. He's got good boundary riders.
There it is. It's gone up in the air. It's going to make its way. Oh, a little bit of a parachute one feel there. But it's only gone for one.
I'd have liked to see the fielder make a better attempt. It hung in the air. But at no stage was he interested in the catch.
No stage at all. He was going for option 2, mate. Option 1 was null and void. Big hit. Huge hit.
And that just releases the pressure that Bellville were beginning to build. It was short. He got himself into a good position. And he had a full swing and went all the way.
Z-ball time, Z-ball time. That's up, and it's going to go on over third man, and that boundary is going to take us to that all-important strategic timeout, sponsored by Golf Ticket, and a little bit of momentum going into that strategic timeout period. It was a wide ball bowled by Cameron. Sort of reached for that, did Ruben Senegal, and just carved that over the man standing in, short third man, and that has gone for 4. And now I'm going to hand you over for that Golf Ticket strategic timeout period to my man, PM Prasanta.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, बहुत ही बेहतरीन मैच और पिछले ओवर की आखिरी बॉल पे जिस तरह रोबिन सेनेगल ने एक शानदार चौका मारा, ऐसा दिख रहा है कि डर्बनविल क्रिकेट क्लब फिलहाल एक मजबूत स्थिति में है, लेकिन हम कह नहीं सकते हैं क्योंकि बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब के लीडिंग विकेट टेकर जैरेट का एक ओवर अभी भी बाकी है। हम देख सकते हैं गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड ड्रिंक्स कार्ट मैदान में पहुंच गई है। बहुत ही शानदार कैमरा वर्क हमारे कैमरामैन ने यहाँ पे किया हुआ है और हम देख रहे हैं गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट। गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड ऑनलाइन राफल ड्रॉ। ये है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन राफल ड्रॉ। आप और आपके दोस्त अभी जाके golfticket.com पे रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं, लॉगिन करके अपना अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं golfticket.com पे और अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। आजमाइए अपने लक को और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पाइए ओनली एंड ओनली विद golfticket.com। अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए गल्फ टिकट के साथ। जैसे कि गल्फ टिकट का टैगलाइन है, शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। आपके चेहरे पे भी एक बहुत बड़ी स्माइल लेके आ सकता है यदि आप गल्फ टिकट के ऑनलाइन राफल ड्रॉ में पार्टिसिपेट करें तो। गल्फ टिकट ना ही सिर्फ स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट के हमारे स्पॉन्सर्स हैं, पर वो टाइटल स्पॉन्सर्स भी हैं इस बेहतरीन लीग के, कॉल्ड गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल। ये हम फाइनल मैच देख रहे हैं और इस फाइनल मैच के फाइनल स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट खत्म होते हुए हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट की ड्रिंक्स कार्ड अब मैदान से बाहर आते हुए।
Thank you there to PM Prasant for talking us through the Golf Ticket strategic timeout period, and with me again is Z. We should say really that Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777, they should be slight favourites, if not fundamental, and all our favourites in this one at the minute, at this stage of proceedings, as we see Marcus Fourie coming back into the attack, or he's coming into the attack, I should say, bowling his first over here from the golf course end, and he's going to be bowling to John Stratham. There's his figures, 4 wickets so far in this tournament.
Go Marcus, go here Marcus.
That's carved away back with a point, and John Stratham immediately goes on the attack here and hits Marcus Fourie for 4.
Just feel all the momentum is with Durbanville now. Brought it to under a run a ball, and it looks like they are cruising.
Come Marcus, come Marcus. Go you fellas.
That's again just delicately played there by Jean Fourie. Apologies, Jean Stratum. Getting Marcus Fourie and Jean Stratum mixed up there as one.
Oh, yes, Marcus.
Good comeback, good comeback.
Beautiful,
This now
Marcus.
by Marcus Fourie. Couple of dots.
Let's go, Marcus. Let's go here, Marcus. Let's go, lads. Go here, lads. Come on.
That is
Go on, Blakey.
played nicely there. A little bit quicker again by Marcus Fourie. 2 balls to go. 24 needed of 26 deliveries. Surely a walk in the park.
Bellville need to pull.
Jesus, no.
Wrap it out of that, yeah.
That's a big hit. That's huge.
Go, Marcus.
Ruben Senegal, he's just going to keep that foot down. He's just going to keep playing the way that has got him all that runs in this tournament.
Massive blow and a stroke of intent just to rubber stamp Durbanville dominance.
Again, just hit down the ground. It's sort of been misfit, and here comes Jean Stratum. Throw's gone to the other end. It's a direct hit. It's a direct hit. That's going to go upstairs, but you said they need to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Has Cody Nivo done the trick there for his team once again, the captain?
Being the talisman for Bellville on so many occasions throughout the tournament. And has he produced a little bit of a magic to keep his team in this final? And yes, he does. On the way does Durbanville go.
What a throw. I think that's the second one we've seen in this tournament where a fielder has hit the stumps directly from the boundary. Now then, you ask for a rabbit out of a hat. Can we throw a spanner in the works here?
You asked for something special. That certainly was. Piece of inspirational fielding.
It's a new man, Fritz de Beer. Left-hander, big hitter, Fritz de Beer. He makes his way to the crease to join Jean Stratum. And a round of applause there to the captain, Ruben Senecal. He's had a really good tournament. Blake is going to bowl it out from the town end. There, the bowling figures, and surely Jared McCulloch, he needs to come back here. He's only went for 2, and he's only over his ball and picked up a wicket. They need wickets here to curtail this. So starts with a wide outside the off stump. So now the equation is 16 runs needed of 24 deliveries. Jean Stratum, he's still there. 18 or 16 deliveries.
They got 72, yeah, target 72.
That's powerfully hit again, but well fielded. That's Jared, the Terminator McCulloch. He moves swiftly to his right to just keep it down to 1. 15 of 23 balls.
By center.
Does seem like it's all she wrote here for Bellville. Durbanville, they are easing their way to the first ever golf cricket T10 Cape Town Cricket League title.
You don't want to offer your hat maybe to get a rabbit out of it?
I think all the rabbits have been used, mate.
That's beautifully played. But an excellent stop that time by Cameron Pedersen at backward point. They're going to try and make it as difficult for Durbanville to get those runs for sure. He's gone big as Jean again. He's just not getting it, just not timing it. Three more balls to go this over. Can Blake be the magician here for Bellville? Can he just upset it a little bit? That's hit downtown. That's gone. As I've been told, no, he can't to my right here.
That is a killer blow that Durbanville are delivering here. Kept the pose for the cameras because there are going to be plenty of them in a few minutes' time when the celebrations begin for the men in orange.
Yeah, just the 8 runs now needed. It could even finish in this over. 2 more lusty blows, and that's all she wrote in this, the final of the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. That's gone over, extra cover, and that has gone for 4. That has gone for 4. I said it could finish with 2 lusty blows. That's one of them.
We are just one blow away here from the inaugural Golf Ticket T10 champions. And it's the men in orange, the home team.
They set the standard going in. Playing some really good cricket in the league phases. Their only blemish coming against Rondebosch Cricket Club in the last league game that they played. But then they reassessed themselves. They played Rondebosch again and managed to get through to this all-important final straight away. And again, we're seeing why they are such a dominant force. Now he's just trying to take the mickey out there.
We're down to the 8th over. One more blow for the men in orange. Just one.
And it's going to be Jared, the Terminator McCulloch, to bowl that. Look at that. Jean Stratham, he's been there from the get-go. 29 of 21 deliveries. The Orange Brigade, they're all upstanding here. They're all enjoying this moment. They lost out in the Premier League to the Rondebosch Cricket Club, but it looks like they are going to get their hands on some trophy, some silverware this year to go with their season. You see the crowds, and it's been good to have them here as well. Jared, he's going to be bowling here to Fritz de Beer. One hit away, one blow away from winning this first ever Golf Ticket T10 competition. And he's just gonna, this is where the red inker comes in, isn't it? This is where the batter just plays for the red inker.
The boys in orange, they are a jovial bunch here alongside us. They know that it's very close to be done and dusted.
I'm not sure now. He's really taking the mickey out there. His teammates would just want him to hit this ball long and hard like he has done. That's up. That's over. That's going to be the winning runs. And that is Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777. They have been victorious in this first ever Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. It has been excellent. It's been a magnificent tournament. And the Orange Brigade, they have played some really magnificent cricket. And they become champions of this, the first ever Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket T10 League here. And it's been magnificent stuff. Look at all those joyous faces. Look at what it means. It started out being a T10 competition where people were just going to come and have a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a giggle. Look at that. That shows the importance of this tournament, and it has been superb as well. Kudos as well must be given to Bellville Cricket Club. They fought their way into this final. They were one win after 4 games, and after that they went out and really played some really good cricket. But there is the scorecard of that. John Stradham taking his team straight through, 33 not out of 23 deliveries. Kai Corrin, 15 of 13. Ruben Senekal, he played a little bit of a cameo, getting 18 runs. But this is what it means to these men out there, these club cricketers from the Western Province area. And everybody there should be well and truly happy with how things have gone in this tournament. It's been an excellent tournament. That's the bowling card there, and then they needed to come out and really bowl well to try and keep these men under pressure, and they just couldn't do that because it was a star-studded batting lineup of Durbanville Cricket Club, and unfortunately they couldn't do that, only mustering a couple of wickets, and that was it. But kudos as well should go to Jarek McCulloch. He got 1 for 7 off his allotted overs there, and he bowled really well. But everybody here will be well happy with the results, as Durbanville Cricket Club, they've become champions of this first ever Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 Cricket. Castle Animal, as we can enjoy some of the highlights. Welcome back here to the post-match presentation for this. The Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10, and what a great week or weeks of tournaments we've had here. Matches were absolutely fantastic, and can we get a round of applause to the finalists here, Bellville Cricket Club, and the eventual winners, Durbanville Cricket Club. Before we get all the other presentations underway here, there's quite a few people we really got to thank for this tournament, putting this tournament up here in Durbanville Cricket Club. The title sponsor, Golf Ticket. Other sponsors powered by, they were Wolf 777. Co-powered by Taj 777. Associate sponsors D247. Umpire sponsors, the men that's down in the middle there, they were sponsored by ID 247. And then the team sponsors here, MG Lion, Billy 777, Winfair 247, Taj 777. World 777, Cricketer Trust of India, Lords Exchange, and finally, but not least, BetBrick 7. Can we get a round of applause for all those sponsors that stepped up and sponsored these great teams here we see today? We're going to get back straight into the presentation now, and we're going to start with the Man of the Match award for his 33 not out in the final, as we're going to go to Jean Stradom of Durbanville Cricket Club. Sean, just a little bit closer. I know it's a little bit hot here, but it's been a really good tournament for you guys. Just as a batter, you must have enjoyed it, having a T10 and just going out there and expressing yourself.
Yes, very good tournament. Just want to thank Durbanville Cricket Club for hosting it, and all the other guys, all the spectators, friends, family who came out here. Very good tournament, very entertaining. You actually get my parents here to come and watch me. That doesn't happen with the 50 overs. So I'm going to shout out to them. And then just good to be with boys. It's a short tournament, a lot of excitement, and it's just good for everyone to be around here. Thank you.
It must be great just standing there as a batter, opening the batting, knowing that you've got the likes of Ruben Senecal, Fritz de Beer, Leon Leroux, all those great guys that really stepped up with the bat. Gives you the really license to go out there in the first few overs.
Oh yes, no, it does. Ruben, we know what he has in his bag. It's really good to watch him also bat. There's a lot of guys who can bat till 6, and that's the benefit we do have from all these players who can play for us. Yes.
Good way to finish the season for you guys.
Yes, very good. And now I can go back to work tomorrow, give back to the kids and the community and all those sort of things. But yes, I'll be back next season.
Listen, John, well done, well batted.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
John Stradom. We're going to go now to a few of the other awards before we get further on with this game. So there was a Best Bowler Award, and that bowler gets 2,500 Rand, and that goes to Bradley Peterson of Durbanville Cricket Club for his 11 wickets. He's being handed over the check there by Lizelle Siebert, the General Manager of Durbanville Cricket Club. Now you can keep it there. He can keep it. Brad, just before you go, I know the boys would love to hear you speak English, so come a little bit closer to me. Brad, just as a spinner in this format, do you feel you were under pressure, or do you feel that you got nothing to lose?
You're always under pressure as a spin bowler, and it's very difficult with a new ball. It's not the old ball, the ball stays hard, so you can see a game against Rondabas, the ball travels very far if you get it wrong. So try our best. Like the coach always said, back your skills. That's all.
You seem to have a bundle of skills there for you. Some balls you turn, some balls you just go on with the arm. What sort of thinking is there behind that as to what ball you want to execute?
I think it's difficult for the batsman if you bowl the seam up the slider, just skids on with a bit of drift there. So that's how I got most of my wickets, leg before and bowl.
Listen, well done, well bowled in this tournament.
Thank you, sir.
That's your bowler of the tournament, Bradley Peterson. We're now going to go to the batsman of the tournament. That's going to be handed over by Arno Skipper. He's a life member here at Durbanville Cricket Club. Just excuse the shoes, though, but come closer. Arno Skipper for amassing 298 runs. It's going to be another Durbanville Cricket Club players. That goes to Kai Corrin. Kai, just before you go, Kai, you've had a really good tournament with a bat. You certainly expressed yourself. Is that one of the things you really take into consideration when you go out there and play?
I think it's more the format. The format kind of allows us batters to just go out and express ourselves. So on that front, I mean, naturally being an attacking player, I think that kind of plays into my hands.
You played a lot of big shots, but I was really impressed with the way you rotated strike and running between the wickets. That forms a massive part of one-day cricket as well.
Yeah, I think you got to keep the fundamentals the same. I mean, you still have to get yourself in, and then once you get a steady base, you can really launch.
What were the wickets like at Durbanville for you as a batter?
I enjoyed them. I think they were quite hard. They came through quite nicely, nice little carry. Some of them had some turn to offer, but other than that, it was nice wickets.
Listen, well done on amassing a great number of runs there for you and contributing to your team's success.
Thank you, Gene.
That's your batter of the tournament, Kai Curran. And just before we go over to the play of the tournament, we also want to thank Durbanville Cricket Club for hosting this fabulous tournament here, and also to Marinus, the groundsman here, for absolutely magnificent wickets. And I think they need a round of applause as well. Again, Durbanville opening their doors up for another tournament, and Marinus for his hard work coming here at 6 o'clock in the morning, getting things right here. So well done to you as well. So we're going to go now over to the player of the tournament. He gets 5,000 Rand. For amassing 235 runs and taking 7 wickets. This player, unfortunately, he's not here at the minute, but he is going to be accepting, or Doc Basson is going to hand it over, and Basil Madeira is going to accept it on his behalf. That award goes to Mornay Pence from Rondebosch Cricket Club. Now we're going to go and call upon, the Cody Nivot, the losing captain, unfortunately, for today. He's the captain of Bellville Cricket Club. Cody, we spoke long and hard. I'm going to go back to it. 1 win from 4, and you must have thought, Rukia, that was us dead and buried. But again, you just showed what Bellville Cricket Club is about, a real good team ethic in it. I think Manny alluded to just yesterday, just the way you guys won that game and what it means to Bellville Cricket Club.
Definitely. I think we started off really slow, dusting off the dust, and we just came back with some passion.
You guys really showed what you guys are capable of in this tournament. Hopefully you can take that into your season when it starts again in September.
Definitely. I think especially for the youngsters, they put their egos aside and matured up very nicely during this tournament, and I'm looking forward to playing with them this season coming.
Just a word on Mark, your coach. He's always been there, always been here, bringing the supporters along as well. Give us a little bit of a good word for him just at the conclusion of this tournament.
Yeah, obviously I'd like to thank our coach, Mark and Picky, for backing us, giving us some good insights. I also would like to thank the Purple Brigade and all the parents for supporting the youngsters. And last but not least, Betbrick 7 for sponsoring us.
Yeah, they've been a really good sponsor for you guys. I'm now going to call upon the person that's going to hand over, if I can get it now, the person that's going to hand over the runners-up check to you. And that is a check for 25,000 Rand. And that is going to be handed to you by Nabil Dean, a former CEO of Western Province here, a man that has done a lot of good work in Western Province and the main organizer for trying to get this show up and running. Another applause there for Bellville Cricket Club and Cody Nivo. So before we go on to a couple of more awards here, we're going to call upon Yana Milan, who's going to hand over the check, the trophy to Durbanville Cricket Club. And just a little bit on Yana Milan, he's a former South African national team player. I wouldn't say former because he's still young. Hopefully we'll see him back there. He's also played his cricket here at Durbanville Cricket Club. He's debuted in so many places. He made his ODI debut in 2020 versus Australia. He's played for Islamabad United in the PSL, the Gladiators in the Sri Lanka Premier League, and he's also turned out for the Joburg Super Kings. Give us a round of applause for Yanaman Milan. Yanaman, just a little bit of a word for you. I'm not sure if you've been watching, but what your take, this is a T10 format. We're not accustomed to it in Western Province, but you've certainly seen a lot of cricket around the world. What does it bring to any particular cricketer, be it batter or bowler, this form of the game?
Yeah, it's obviously a privilege to be here and see all the excitement going around. And yeah, on T10, I think every player needs to be on top of your game. The bowlers needs to put it on the spot, and the batter needs to find a way to hit it for a six or boundary. So it obviously puts you under pressure as a player, but I think it improves you a lot. So it's an awesome format, yeah.
And seems the weather in Cape Town has attributed to that, allowing us to see these great players play.
Yeah, I think the timing is good. If it was 2 weeks ago, it might have been another story. But yeah, good weather today and good cricket.
Listen, thanks very much for your little bit of insight there. And now we're going to call upon the winning captain, Ruben Senecal. We're going to have a word first. We're going to have a word first, Ruben. You can still join us here, Yanaman. Ruben, what does that mean to you as a young captain here for Durbanville Cricket Club, winning this first ever Golf Ticket Presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League?
Yeah, I think it easily could have been a bit overwhelming, but luckily I had a very experienced core group of players to draw from, so I never really felt under pressure. I knew I always had some cool heads to turn to.
Listen, you guys have really performed well. As I said, the only blemish coming against Rondebosch Cricket Club, but you walked away with something here and something to show for the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think good teams win crucial games, so losing a game in the group stage is definitely preferable to losing the final. So, yeah, we picked at the right time.
Just a word on two of your players. I just want to harp on a little bit. Sean Straden with the bat and Bradley Peterson with the ball, guys that have really contributed for this success.
No, it's two guys that have been dominating club cricket for a long time, so everyone in the Province League knows them, and you always know under pressure they're some of the guys you turn to.
Just a quick word on the coaching staff, Sean and Manny there. They're fairly tense off the field. You guys don't see it. We see it quite a lot. They really get into the ball. What is there that you can say just on something about them, just in the dressing room or outside as well?
I think they might seem a little bit tense, but when they're talking to us, they know how to keep us calm. So if they're a little bit frantic, that's all right. They keep us calm, which is what's important.
Listen, well done, and thank you for really all your entertainment throughout the games here over this couple of weeks as well, and well done to your team.
Thank you very much, and I also just want to thank our sponsors, World 777.
Thanks very much. I'm going to ask Yanaman to hand that over. Yeah, and where's the trophy? Yanaman. Another round of applause to your champions here of the first ever Golf Ticket Presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. And that's going to conclude matters here for the first ever Golf Ticket Club Cricket T10 League here. We hope to see you very soon. Thank you for supporting us. And everybody go home safely.